Welcome to another episode of Wait a minute, what the heck is going on here? This is not right. What's going on?
Three, two, one.
Welcome to
Welcome to
another
another
episode of
episode of
Poko
Poko
Brothers.
Brothers.
Special. The guys decided there's the Poko, Scott Poko, Terry Poko, and they have some sons. They're all doing it for the OG superfan Butch Poko. And they have these crazy rules about the Survivor Leaf thing. But the women are taking over for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving special because who they're most thankful for behind football is the Poco lovely ladies. And Poco isn't just a last name because it isn't our last name, but it's also just a state of mind. And so we have all Poco ladies this week celebrating the holiday. Can I give it up to my co-host, Nicole Poco?
Thank you, Michelle Poco. And it's so lovely to have all the Poco ladies here, and also lovely to have everyone listening in on the podcast today. Happy Thanksgiving.
Woo! Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Can I get a hi from all the Poco ladies?
Hey from Chicago.
Nicole,
Hey, saying hey from San Antonio, Texas.
Ellie,
Hey, from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Emily.
Hey, this is Emily, also from Chicago.
Woo! Did I get
Cheers,
everything?
ladies.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm so thankful for all.
Oh, that's sweet.
Now on to this week's Blitz Bits. Our co-host, Michael Poco, shares a very special birthday with what special athlete? You'll find out later in the show.
Ellie, can you review last week's pick?
Of course I will. Last week, Nicole picked the Ravens to win. Congratulations, Nicole. That was a great pick.
So, as we stated earlier, we have some first time guests on the show, long-time listeners. My beautiful co host, Nicole, is going to interview Emily Poco so we can get to know her. And take it away, Nicole, please. Thanks.
Emily, what is your favorite sports team on football?
Ooh, and football. Well, I guess it probably depends who's listening. If I thought my dad was going to listen, it would be probably pretty painful to have this answer. But favorite sports team in football, I'm going for my adopted team, the Bears.
All right, another Bears fan in the fam. All right, question 2. Do you have any memories involving football that you'd like to share?
A little memory lane. I don't have it. It's a pretty short memory lane. I think one of the first football games I went to was actually the Bears after I'd already, moved to Chicago in my 20s. So, have had some fun times since. They've mostly been freezing, but really fun. But yeah, pretty short memory lane.
All right, we're going to have to all go to a game sometime because I still have not seen the Bears play yet. So we
Oh,
should
that'd be
definitely
fun. That
should
would be
definitely
great.
plan that. All right, if you were going to set up a brand new football team, let's see. What color jersey would you give them? And if you can think of it quickly or off the top of your head, I guess, what would you make the mascot?
Interesting. Well, my favorite colors are like blue and pink. Maybe like a fun variation on that. I don't know. I'd love to see it. And then favorite mascot? I don't know. I think it would have to be like, or if I were creating a new mascot, I think I would do something like a dragon or something. Not offensive, still a little scary. Final answer.
Ooh, I like that. I would love to see that. That'd be like such a cool, unique mascot.
Thanks.
And it's about time we put some pink in one of these teams.
And not just for like that 1 week for breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, good point. Good point. All right, and then I have one more question. You mentioned something about if your dad was listening. Who is your dad's favorite team? Just a side question to my next follow-up.
Sure. So he is a Cleveland Browns fan.
Hmm. Well, I guess maybe this answer might be a shoo-in, but do you think baby Avery is going to be a Cleveland Browns fan or a Chicago Bears fan?
Well, I think she'll probably be a Chicago Bears fan because, born here. Obviously, dad's a big diehard Bears fan. And I feel like a lot of it is like what your friends like too. And around here, I feel like people are pretty committed.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. She might take mom's side, but I guess we'll have to see.
We will see.
All right. Well, those are my 4 questions. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. All right. Next, would you please give us the Poco Personal Survivor Team rundown?
Would love to. So at this stage in the game, Michael, Terry, and Scott are all out. 3 strikes and they're out. Mike is still left. He has 2 strikes and he's going Kansas City this week for his pick. Overall, there are 5 teams left.
Now it's time for our segment, Candidate Corner. In a normal Survivor, you can pick any game, but we pick special games like Thanksgiving and Christmas and international and national broadcast. So this week, Nicole, can you help me break it down?
These are the breakdown of the candidates for this week. We have the Bears trying to beat the Lions. Oh my. The Giants are trying to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and the Miami Dolphins are trying to beat the Green Bay Packers.
That is a great rundown, Nicole.
And the famous athlete with the same birthday as Mikey Poko is the one and only Blitz.
So remember, PPTP fans, the boys will be back. But for now, here's our picks of the week.
I have to go with my heart, and I love the show Detroiters lately. I think everyone should watch it, and that's my fandom, and that's why I'm going Detroit. Detroiters. Okay, wait.
I think I'm gonna go Detroit as well. We gotta go Rust Belt City Unite. I think I'm gonna go Detroit as well. Hate to bet against Chicago, but Detroit.
No hate here. Allie, what's your pick of the week?
You guys sound like fair weather bear fans. My goodness. I could never pick against my team. Of course, my pick this week is the Packers over the Dolphins. How could I not pick the Packers?
I feel like there's also less arguments with you there. And Janelle. Oh, wait. Yeah, what's your pick of the week? You know, I thought I was taking the heat, but I think I'm just in with the crowd. I'm going to pick Detroit against Chicago Bears. Somebody gave me some great insights. So I'm I love traveling to Michigan. All right, I'm picking Detroit. Nicole, what's your pick of the week?
I guess I'll go with the Green Bay Packers just because why, but I feel like I don't really hear enough about the Miami Dolphins, so I'll go with the Packers.
I love it.
Nicole, that's not a bad pick.
Today we are welcoming, for the first time, my amazing niece, the Poco's daughter and the first grandchild of the OG Butch Poko on the show, Janelle Poko. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Michelle. I'm so excited to finally be on the show.
Excellent. And do you watch the podcast?
I do. I have been watching since the first episode, or wait, should I say the second episode, since the first episode was lost. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm excited to see what the rest of the season has in store.
So, do you consider yourself a sports fan?
I like to consider myself a sports fan. I am a Poco. So I definitely was born being a Chicago sports fan. I love the Cubs, I love the Bulls, and go Bears. One great thing about being a Chicago sports fan, I've come to learn is that when I've traveled the world and end up in different places. People they hear Chicago and they love Michael Jordan or Mike Ditka. So it's kind of fun to be from a city that has had some championships, and we get to celebrate that.
So, have you ever been to a football game?
I have. My oldest son, Tony, shout out to him. Woo! He just turned 21 this week, by the way. Lots of fun there. But yeah, he played high school football. Any games I got to go to was awesome. Friday Night Lights, and yeah, it was a good time.
Nice. Well, have you ever been to a Chicago Bears game?
I haven't actually attended a Chicago Bears game. I would definitely like to. It's something that's been on my list, but as I get older, I tend to question if I actually want to go. I know it's by the lake, and if anyone has been on Lakeshore Drive during the cold football winter months, it gets cold. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's in my future.
What's your favorite sports memory?
Favorite sports memory? That's a good question. Does it have to be football?
Heck no.
Okay, well, I would have to say my favorite sports memory would be the year the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. It was the night of my the Poko's birthday, and I was already on my way to see him the next day. And that was just such a great time. The Cubs history, and if you know it was a win, a much deserved, long awaited win. So I got to celebrate with my dad, and that was a special time. And the OG Poko was around at that time as well.
Cool. I hung out with Triumph, the insult dog, that night, but I guess yours is better. Way to brown nose, whatever. Anyway, moving along. This has been an amazing interview. Janelle, thank you for coming on the show. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Well, actually, there is something I would like to add. I'm not sure who's fact-checking this here podcast, but I did want to correct a mistake on last week's episode I was listening to, which shout out to my little bro and little sister interview. You guys did amazing, but Nicole, you were wrong.
That's a hot take. You heard it here first. Tell me more.
Well, Michelle, Nicole, I don't know if we can pull up the clip of her talking about the Chicago Bears. Can you?
Sure. Yeah, I got it right here. Okay, let's go.
I have tons of memories watching all the games with my dad and my grandpa. I do remember my first Super Bowl that I watched with the Bears in it back in 2004.
Michelle, did she say 2004?
That's what I heard.
Well, if I could just state on the record, the Chicago Bears actually went to the Super Bowl in 2006 to lose against the Colts in Miami, Florida. And I distinctly remember this because it was a sad day. I actually threw a house party with a bunch of friends in Georgia who came out to support the Bears, so I remember that loss. And I also remember my loving grandmother had sent me a Chicago Bears jersey, and someone stole it off my porch. This was before Ring cameras. It was very upsetting.
Oh, man. That seems worse than the Super Bowl outcome. I feel for you.
Again, I love you, sis, but I just had to get the record, the facts straight here.
Pokos are passionate, and the facts matter. So thank you for bringing that to all of our attention.
Of course, anytime.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And I can't thank you enough for being the most amazing niece. And I love you so much. And I'm thankful for you every day. But usually I always do spend Thanksgiving with you. So I'm even more thankful for that. So thank you. Janelle is the best. And I can't wait. I hope we hear from you again soon.
Yes. Thank you so much again. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, I enjoyed it.
Here's the principal primetime picker, because in this podcast, they're like everyone gets their say, but there's one principal primetime picker every episode, and it's Janelle.
Yeah.
All right, after taking in everyone else's pick and evaluating that, I'm gonna go with the Detroit.
She loves Eminem.
I do love
Not Kid Rock. I would love to thank all of our listeners. Everyone should like and subscribe. I would like to call out some super fans we have in Texas, the Campbell family. Many shout outs. Thank you for being a fan. I would love to also shout out my lovely Poko ladies. Thank you for being a part of this experience with me. And let's do it again, because these guys, they could learn a thing or two from us. Anyway,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Thanks,
Michelle,
Michelle.
for
Michelle.
hosting.
Great job.
great job.
You did amazing.
I didn't do much, but thank you. Yeah, this is awkward. But thank you. I love you. Yeah, what else? Happy birthday, Tony. 21.
Yay, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Happy
Tony.
birthday, Tony. And happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Yes.
Happy
Yes, happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I love you all, and I'm thankful for everyone. Stay in that OG Poco state of mind.
Say, hey, this week we're doing things a little different for our Thanksgiving special. The boys are away and the girls will play because you know what the guys are most thankful for this Thanksgiving? The Poko ladies. And Poko isn't just a last name because actually it's not ours, but it's a state of mind. So we've got, and then I could name Emily Poko, Janelle Poko, Allie Poko, Nicole Poko, and your host, Michelle, well, I would say co-host, blah, 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 blah.
I love it. That's fantastic. That is great. I'm so glad that we decided to do this episode and get rid of all of us. I love it. I love it. I do. I really do. And I'm looking forward to the Christmas episodes.
All right.
Poco's Primetime Picks.